So graffiti art is something I've focused on for a long time, as an artist, as a person, as somebody who walks around and notices what's all around us. It always kind of captured my attention because to me it seemed really magical that, one night you go to sleep and then the next day you get up and something, is there that wasn't there before, or something that was there isn't there anymore. And so its transience is also very attractive to me because as much as we want to believe we're not transient, we are. We die. So I think it's interesting to see the impermanence of things, as well as to be able to see them at all. So graffiti art has been like a really important part of my art making, not because I'm a graffiti artist, because I'm not, but because it's influenced my work a lot. I started grad school in San Francisco and moved to Oakland in 2010. And I was always like attracted to graffiti and interested in it, but I got really interested in it when I moved to Oakland. Just because it's like everywhere, man, like all over the place. And it's not necessarily that like visually beautiful, but it's the kind of place where the graffiti artists there are so passionate about getting their name out, or even just painting, just like doing it, just the act of making a mark, the act of telling people that you were somewhere, that you're there, that you live there, that you dwell there, that you lurk there. Like it's like an important part of being a part of a community of artists. And I've learned that even more now, like getting to know some of these people, and some of these people are my friends. I've tried to do a little bit of my own, which I wonder sometimes, how they feel about that, because I'm sure they're kind of annoyed because it is sort of a serious thing for some people. It's a majorly serious thing for some people. For some, not as much, it's just fun, but as you do it, as you get better and better at it, you start to like realize the rules of it, and not going over somebody else, or respecting the space, or the certain politics that it holds. For me, as mainly a viewer and not as much of a participant, it is less serious, but more something that I feel like it exists with me and it exists with us, and I feel like it creates the handwriting of the city. It creates like kind of the visual backdrop or scene that the city presents. And driving or walking or going around anywhere, you see these names or these call signs, or somewhat like some of the work is really witty and funny, which is like my personal favorite. Like chalk is cheap. Somebody who writes with chalk and writes that is just like funny to me. But so my work is basically I take photographs of graffiti art a lot. It's not the whole thing. My work is about layers and time. But the graffiti artists are important to me because of that wittiness and that drive to paint and to be a part, to put yourself out there all over a community and make it yours, because it is yours. Especially a place like Oakland, where a lot of people are trying to take away the things that belong to the people who've been in Oakland for a very long time. And it's really important that doesn't happen. So it's something that's like, really moving for me to know these people and to be a part of it in a small way. But so I do a photo etching process. I'm a printmaker, and I am very much into carving in your identity and ingraining it into a place and making that place yours. And I do it in a different way. I do it in a way where I take a picture, and then I have a process in photo etching where I layer in different photographs and my own drawings and my own work and writing. I use a lot of text and kind of poetry in a way, prose poetry, to like things that I'm thinking, or lyrics of songs, or some of the work that I see around me, and I in a way silently collaborate with graffiti artists through my printmaking. So they're very important to my work. So it's kind of, in a way, it's a collaboration. I've gotten to know a lot of these people, and they come into my studio and have worked on photo etchings. So it's been really cool. But yeah, so I say big thumbs up to graffiti, and keep it going.